Mr. Speaker, and I also rise to support this statement by the Senator for Meru, who doubles up as the Deputy Speaker of this particular House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this ruling by this particular judge was very disappointing. Why? Because when the County Assembly members of Meru decided that they wanted to impeach Governor Kawira once again, they knew very well that there was Jurincheke in Meru. Kawira herself, the governor, also knew very well that there was Jurincheke in Meru in place. And she chose to take the matter, or whoever took the matter to court knew very well that there was this particular council, Mr. Speaker. And so I think the judge was out of order because you cannot refer. Mr. Speaker, I can liken it to somebody who has gone to a chief, who knows there is a chief, but goes to a DO. Then the DO tells them, go back to the chief. Mr. Speaker, this particular judge abdicated his responsibility. Mr. Speaker, when Governor Kawira was brought here for the last time on impeachment charges, she actually used Jurincheke as her defense. And in that defense, Governor Kawira convinced this Senate that actually her impeachment had been engineered by MCAs through Jurincheke. So, Mr. Speaker, we cannot then, this judge could not then have, was actually again out of order to have referred the matter to Jurincheke, which Governor Kawira already had submitted before this honorable house that it was behind her impeachment last time. And so, Mr. Speaker, this is a judge, for lack of a better word, that is irresponsible, and a judge that abdicates his responsibility. And even without discussing his conduct here, a committee, the JSC should do something about this judge, and the jailer committee in this house, Mr. Speaker, should also pursue this matter, and if possible, see whether these...
Sorry, Senator Kongo Mugeni, what is your point of order?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the magnanimity of the issue at hand. But, Mr. Speaker, we also have to be guided by our standing order, especially standing order number 1, which prohibits us from discussing the conduct of the judge. What we should be doing is to critique the content 101. Okay. What we should be doing, Mr. Speaker, sir, is to discuss the content of the ruling, but not to bring into discussion the personal character of a judge. That is prohibited by standing order number 101, which obligates us to bring a substantive motion with 3 days' notice. But it's permissible, Mr. Speaker, to discuss how it is inappropriate for that judge to issue a ruling that directs that matter to Jurincheke. That is within our realm. To critique the decision, but not the person who made the decision, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I think Senior Counsel Omogeni was either not listening to my submission or is directly malicious against me, Mr. Speaker, because I never discussed the conduct of the judge, Mr. Speaker. I discussed the ruling, and I said this judge abdicated his responsibility by referring a matter to a council of elders whom the governor knew existed but did not refer the matter to him. And, Mr. Speaker, I also said, and I beseech my senior Senator Kongo Mugeni to be more keen next time. I also said that Governor Kawira used this actually in her defense. She submitted before this honorable house that Jurincheke was against her and is the one that had schemed her impeachment, Mr. Speaker. And so I said it was wrong to refer the matter, and I want to believe that Governor Kawira took it to court, refer her to a body that she believes is very hostile to her. And that is...
Honorable Senators, I can see the time that was allocated is over now. But let's last, but no, at least one more, two more. One from this end, Senator Mandago. No, I'm winding up these things so that we can move on to the other one.
Yeah, me also.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, first I rise in support of the decision of the judge, Honorable Speaker.